YouTube, what's going on? We're going to get into this video, but before we do, if you haven't already, check out Omiglio. I can't even say the name right. Omiglio's channel. Show him some love. Right now, he's playing through all the PS3 games, mainly the ones that nobody has like talked about, and like games that have came out way back when, like just way back. Um, Something I do want to talk to you guys about today. So today's video will be about TMNT The Last Ronin. I'm not going to spoil anything about The Last Ronin for the people that don't know. I highly recommend you go pick up the comic book and go check that out for yourself. It is a very, and I mean very good story on The Last Ronin and who he is and what he's trying to accomplish in his new world. To give y'all a little bit of context, though, I'll give you a little bit of context. Um, so three out of the four brothers die, and it's up to one of the turtles to carry on their legacy and their honor by defeating the last Oroku, or the last the last person in Shredder's blood, or like bloodline, pretty much. Um, we're gonna hop into all of this. Once again, like I said, if you haven't already, go to Omeglio's channel, show him some love, subscribe, like his video, make sure you leave a like, comment down below, and let's go ahead and let's get into this. So starting off, we have this scene right here. Um, it's supposed to be very, how would you say, um, it's supposed to be very comic book based. It's supposed to follow the comic book, is what I'm trying to say. So with that being said, stuff like this, where you have a draw board and it has everything up on there, like it has everything. The last Ronin probably like took notes, pinned it on the pin board, and now he's just hunting down, or he's trying to hunt down the last bloodline of Orokusaki. The last Ronin is trying to, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to get rid of him, trying to make sure that nothing, no other Orokus exists, is what he's trying to do. He's trying to carry on his father's legacy and his brothers as well. I will give y'all, I don't know if I just said this, but I will give y'all some context on The Last Ronin. So, in this comic book world, or in the Ninja Turtles world, there are three out of the four brothers, they get killed, and there's only one standing, and he's the only one that's there. He's supposed to take on his brothers and his father's legacy, continuing what his father was meant for him to do since day one, since Splinter trained him to do since day one. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. So, playable characters. Now, when it comes to playable characters, will we be able to play as any turtle we want? So, if I want to get into a sequence where I'm playing as Leonardo, uh, will I be able to take on the role of him, and not even just the core four? You know what I'm saying? What if we're able to go beyond the turtles and actually play as, let's say, Casey Jones, uh, Splinter, April? You know, what if we're able to do that? That'd be very dope, and especially for a game that's supposed to be centered around The Last Ronin with Mikey. What if I want to play Mikey in a sequence, and you know what I'm saying? We just go ahead and we played through that whole entire thing with Mikey. Um, if I want to play as Donatello and Master Splinter, what if I want to change to Splinter for a minute? You know what I'm saying? Keep, throw around some foot soldiers, sword battle some foot soldiers and stuff. Um, all that stuff would be really, really dope. And if they added that into the game, that would just bring more variety, and it'd be dope. It'd be cool. Shoot, me playing as Splinter, I would want that. I don't know anybody who wouldn't want to play as Splinter. If you would not want to play as Master Splinter in a Ninja Turtle game world, like I don't know, I have no idea what to tell you. That would be dope. That literally would be dope. Now, as we get further into this video, we got the loading screen. That is the most dopest loading screen that I've seen. We're gonna fast forward a little bit, and we're gonna go into the combat, so y'all can see the combat and the stealth. So when it comes to stealth in this game, I'm pretty sure the game will have a lot of stealth sequences like this right here. You see how he just like pretty much stealth took him down. You see the combat. Now, will the combat be will the combat be similar to the Arkham games and the Spider-Man game, or will it be like this, where it's just you're blocking? Obviously, there's a lot of spamming in this game. You're not just going from like person to person to person to person. Um, and how you see how he's moving. The movement is so fluent, and like the way that they're moving their weapons is like it's just pretty much how they were taught since birth. Another thing about the sequences in games, will we be able to see sequences where they're together? They're just all four turtles are together and they're doing something. You know what I'm saying? The last run, well, yeah, the four of them are with each other. They're chilling, and on the bottom left, you see how he's changing his items. Will we see items? Shurikens. Mikey is better known for his Q Sarigama nunchuck, and that nunchuck is pretty much it's like a long chain but it has a chuck, and that chuck has a blade sticking out of it. And when he throws it, it either sticks or it wraps around. Normally he uses that to like wrap around them and throw them across the room. Um, which, bro, that'd be dope. Picking up another thing. You see, he just picked him up and he picked him up again. And he's beating the crap out of him. Will we have that? You know what I'm saying? That option to just pick them up, beat the crap out of them, and continue on our day. You know what I'm saying? Uh, foot soldiers. Now the foot soldiers in the Last Ronin's world, they're very futuristic. They're not in this game. They're human, which this game is supposed to be inspired by the 2012 cartoon. Um, which to me, that's exactly why I want to play this, because it's so comic booky, but at the same time, like, it's based off that cartoon. That cartoon was goated. Let me tell y'all, it was very dark, but that cartoon was heavily, and I mean heavily goated. Like that that cartoon was S tier. It honestly was. But foot soldiers. Moving on to foot soldiers. Foot soldiers, they're very futuristic. They're robots. They're not. Maybe some are human and some are robots, but in the comic book, they're more they're more robotic. They're more robotic with like human parts mixed in with it, which is kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. But that sounds like something Shredder's bloodline would do. So twisted and messed up. But um, fighting a robotic foot soldier, that's a ninja at the same time, fighting a ninja slash foot soldier would be dope in itself. I would love fighting one of them, throwing them across the room, beating the crap out of them. Um, like it'd be dope. It honestly would. Um, you see, in the foot soldiers' feats or like the way that they fight, how will they react? Okay, so look, let's watch Mikey. You see how the foot soldier is like deflecting some of his hits. Will they have a reaction time? Will you actually have to guard break them with like kicks or punches or what I'm saying, nunchuck swings, stabs or slaps, you know what I'm saying? Or will they be, I know I keep saying, you know what I'm saying. It's a bad habit. Um this is exactly what I was waiting for him to bring up. Upgrades. You see this upgrade, he's level 12 on the top right. It says Michelangelo, his ability points. And then on the left side, you have like certain things that you can upgrade. And right here it says years of training together as a team allows Mikey to launch synchronized team attacks with his brothers. I don't know if I said that right. Please don't make fun of me in the comments. Um, it also unlocks the ability for Mikey to unleash team attacks with his brother turtles. Uses 1 bar of the each attack meter. Uh, will we be able to make builds with the last Ronin? Like if we want to go for a full Leonardo, like Leonardo based loadout, where we're just literally moving swiftly with the katanas. With Donatello, could we make a whole thing, like a whole loadout based off Donatello? Whether it be, Donatello had, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but I don't know if it'll have this, but he also has, so the last Ronin's weapons are his brothers, which is Leonardo's swords, Donatello's staff, Michelangelo's nunchucks, and Raphael's sai. He also has dual tonfas. I don't know if I said that right. um, he has like ninja stars and stuff. Ninja stars. Will we be able to use ninja stars? Please, 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 let that be a thing. Please. If I can use ninja stars in the game, that alone would make my whole entire day complete. Or the whole entire game complete as it is. And my day too. It'll make my day. Um you see, it tells you the health, the damage, the toughness, and the speed. I think that says toughness. I'm not for sure. Um, and then you see it has like symbols on the top of the upgrade bar here, or the ability bar, ability tree. Um, will there be more than one ability? Can you go for swiftness? Can you go for nothing but stealth? Um, can you go for tactical approaches? Will the approaches in the trees have weaknesses, or will they make you like, how would I say, weak in certain areas, I guess. Um and will your turtle be focused? Obviously they'll be focused on that one thing, but if they're focused on that one thing in the tree, will it keep them hindered, I guess you could kind of say, from like certain enemies? So like let's say they make obviously they're going to make different enemies because they have Mausers in the comic book, they have robotic foot soldiers, they have giant robots, giant, you know what I'm saying? I need to stop saying, you know what I'm saying. They have giant robots. um they have all kinds of things that they can put in this game. They could put Shredder's, you know, maybe Shredder's elite guard is still, for the people that are hardcore Ninja Turtle fans, you know who the elite guard is. Um Maybe his elite guard are still with the last descendant of the Shredder, you know? Um there's like a lot of enemy types that they can bring into this game that it's insane, you know? Um they could put I mean, they could literally put the Krang, the Triceratons, like it's a lot of things that they can do for this game that it blows my mind. And I told y'all that I was gonna geek out. It's a lot of things that I know. It's kind of crazy. Okay, so right here it says team, and you see like the fist on the top. So you know, working as a team once again with the sequences. Can we see sequences where all four turtles are together and you can make a tree for all four turtles, but in their own separate way? So let's say with Leo, tactical. You know, will he will he be stronger if you were to upgrade your turtle and your turtle alone? Will he be stronger in that one thing that you upgrade him in, whereas everybody else is like struggling from? You know, um, and let me see if let's see if it shows anything else. Endurance training. Um, let's see if there's anything else. Combat. There we go, right there. Right, right as we just got through talking about it. Combat. You see right here it says upgrade Mikey's statistics, allows him to grow in power and resilience. Basic training enhances damage for weapon and kick attacks, as well as increasing toughness by uh toughness plus 25% weapon damage plus 50% kick damage plus 10% toughness. Advanced training further upgrades Mikey's statistics, giving him extra damage and health 25%, and it just keeps going. And they have the little icons where you can press whichever one you want. um and you can even, I didn't even know that you could upgrade their weapons too. Kicking it, Mikey's fancy footwork adds extra block and stun bonuses to all of his kick attacks. Mikey's kick attacks now do 50% more damage to his opponent's block HP. Um, and another thing, character wise, will they all have their similar characteristics to where obviously it's like a more gritty and like dark world, I guess you could say, in the world of The Last Ronin, but will they still have their person? Obviously Raph, Raph's gonna have his personality regardless, but the other three, Mikey, Donnie and Leo, will they still have their characteristics that that we've known them for? um you know will they still be like we know and love them for? It would be dope for them to still have their characteristics, obviously still going through the pains and the struggles that they're going through, dealing with the foot in Shredder's grandson, I believe it is. um will they you know will they have their characteristics? Will Mikey still, joke around at times? Donatello being, the smart one, the genius. Will he still be giving calculations and stuff out to his team? Um, and with Leo, Leo being the oldest, telling his brothers what to and what not to do. Will we see all that in this game? And I feel like that would be a vital core thing in this game for them to show off. But moving forward, we'll go to special abilities. Special attacks. Special attacks. Will you be able to? How would I say this? Will you be able to do special attacks where you're either, let's say you're performing a beatdown on somebody, um, and it's like a non-stop. Let's say it's a non-stop chain until they either knock out and lay on the ground, or they're still standing for whatever reason. Those OP bosses. Um, and then you have defenses. How will they defend themselves? Will they have different ways of defending themselves? You know, foot soldiers, instead of having katanas, um, will they have guns? Will they have blasters? Uh, will some foot soldiers have eye vision? You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're robots, so anything is possible in this world. And their advanced AI, I'm pretty sure they listen to Shredder's grandson's orders, and only his. Attack and finishers. Will you be able to do certain finishers on enemies? I would love to see us being able to control a turtle, go into battle, and just literally. I don't know necessarily if they're going to let us finish them directly, but it would be dope to finish one. Like, finish them, eliminating them is what I'm trying to say. Because that's the ultimate goal in the last Ronin, is he wants to finish everything. He wants to finish everything that's going on. Um, let's go on. Let's see. There's some more fighting. Let's see if we. Here we go. Parkour. Will we be able to jump building to building to building to building to building? Um, will we be able to climb up buildings? That's something that the turtles are known for always. They use the rooftops. They don't walk out in the open looking at people saying, "Oh, hey, I'm a giant mutant turtle. How are you doing?" They don't do that. Ninjas are ninjas. Um, so we got a rooftop sequence, and we're going to see some parkour. And the parkour in this game is amazing. Let's see him do some parkour real quick. You see, here we go. Knocks him out. He's gonna get the. I think he's gonna get the pizza. Bam. You see how the parkour, how they're landing. They're landing on their feet, rolling on their shell, and then they're fighting. I don't. You see this foot soldier right here? I don't know how he doesn't see this this person getting beat. Now he sees it. XP, leveling up the last Ronin. Can we make him not necessarily powerful, but can we give him certain bonuses like upgrading his stealth, upgrading his weapons, weapon customization, and customization to the last Ronin? There are certain suits that you can give the last Ronin. Once again, I'm not going to speak on the turtle or his name or anything, but there's a lot of things that you can do. Now, the parkour in this game is amazing. They've executed the they've executed it very well. You see, you can hop over things. Uh, it's dope. This game is dope. And once again, if anybody knows anybody that has access to this game or is willing to let me buy this game off of them, I will buy this game off of you. Literally. You name a price, I will buy it off of you. Um, let me see. See if there's any other parkour to do. You see how he's just jumping the building, and with the items, will the health the will the health items be stuff like pizza? Um, will we find shurikens around? Will we find comic books? Will they make this like comic book? There's a lot of comic books that are out right now under the last Ronin. Um, will we see certain comic books and collectibles that we can collect in game uh, regarding anything, anything comic book wise? Uh, whether it be like one of the turtles solo comic books, some of the turtles they have solo, or the turtles they have comic books that are just based off them and them alone. Um, will we be able to read those? Will we be able to look into our, our collect? It's a lot of things that we can do. You see how they're all like moving their weapons fluently and stuff like that. Yo, like the game, the TMNT Last Ronin game could literally be amazing. Another thing, if we get sequences where we have all four turtles, will we be able to swap to any turtle we want to play as? You see how he just swapped from, I think it was Donatello to Leonardo and then back to Michelangelo. Um, if we move forward, will we get sequences where we sneak up on the foot, they're on the rooftops trying to secure something? Will we have like side missions where we gotta hack stuff, um, infiltrate certain bases, trying to get information? Will we have interrogation sequences where we're interrogating um, certain foot soldiers? Certain foot soldiers. I don't think all of them are robots. Some of them could be humans and some robots, unless they're just all robots. But I'm pretty sure that some are robots, some are humans. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. And here we go, the elite guard. The elite guard are always known for wearing those hats, and they either carry like dual katanas or like certain blades, certain like staffs with these long blades on them, and they fight with skill. They've been trained. Uh, Shredder's trained them to be the utmost. They're like the top dogs of the regular foot. Um, the most trusted, I guess. I pretty much is what you could say. Um, will we have cutscenes in this game? Fighting boss fights. Will there be boss fights? More than one boss fights? I'm not really for sure. It's a possibility. Never say never. This is a TMNT game. Um, could we see Bebop and Rocksteady? Could we see, for the people that have watched the 2012 cartoon, could we see Tiger Claw? Could we see Ralzar? There's a lot of Ninja Turtle villains that could make their way into this game. This is a Ninja Turtle game. I get that it is going to be based off the comic book, but they can do anything regards to DLC and villains. Like there are a lot of villains that they can bring into this game. Um, obviously, Karai is going to be in this game, but what if we go beyond Karai? Fish Face, um, the Krang, like I've named before. What if the Krang return and they want to eliminate the rest of human life? Like there can be anything. Baxter Stockman, literally. I mean, he'll be in this game, but they can mark him as DLC, and fighting a bunch of Mousers. I said monsters, but fighting about a bunch of Mousers that would be dope. Self having different kinds of Mausers, self-destructing Mausers that you know are way swifter, Mausers that are faster, Mausers that catch on to certain things that you do, or certain Mauser robots that know your every move, which that would be OP. But like they can do anything with this game, and me personally, I can't wait for this game. Um, but once again, everybody, uh, go to Amiglio's channel, show him some love, subscribe, hit the sub button, um, and you know, leave one of his videos a like, show him some love. He's playing these games, and I want to play this game so badly. I've said this so many times. Said this so many times. But with that being said, I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Stay tuned, because I more than likely will make a part 2 to this video. And that video will go along the boss fights. Boss fights and like weapon upgrades. I will catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy, be safe. Let's make today a good day. Peace.